Hello, everybody. I didn't get to play much at all. Just started playing about 10 minutes ago, so I'm still in the field that I left off with yesterday. Gonna continue doing some contracts and go from there. If I remember correctly, this map doesn't have contracts in December and January usually. So once I save up some money from these contracts. Just such a beautiful view like that. Gonna admire that beauty. I think this cultivator is painted black. It's just so worn down in the pink condition that it's like this silver, white, gray color. But pretty sure it's supposed to be black. Well, hello there, Lewis. I'm doing pretty good. My teeth are a little sore. I was at the dentist today for a cleaning. You know, so we have that little bit of aggravated teeth and gums for a little bit. How about you? How are you doing? Well, being the genius I am, I can't stay away from the popcorn, even after I go and have my teeth cleaned. We'll see how long that lasts. I mean, I could have picked a better snack. I think after you go get your teeth cleaned, you won't go straight for the popcorn again. No, I don't have that taste, thankfully. Glad you're doing okay. You keep him busy? I was actually pleasantly surprised. I don't like the dentist. I'm scared of the dentist. I actually got my teeth knocked out when I was 4 years old, and I went many years with no teeth. And then when they grew back, I had a speech problem, and nonetheless, I don't like going to the dentist. But they had a new hygienist in there today, and she was absolutely wonderful. It was the first time I went to the dentist and I actually felt awesome, like comfortable, like it was a good experience for the first time. I do have to go back to get some teeth fixed, of course, but she said my teeth are actually pretty awesome, in good condition. Hi, Shorts. I'm pretty good. How about yourself? sacrifice it for. What happened was, what is it? Let me see if I can Google it. I have a hard time explaining what it is. Okay, what does it look like? The swing teeter-totter, like one of those metal ones, and you sit two of them facing each other. Not quite like this one. Like the one we had like seats that you actually sit on. It wasn't quite a teeter-totter. That's the closest I'm gonna get. Like, but it was like an old-fashioned one. And what happened was I was pushing my sister and my cousin, and it swung back and hit me. Oh, here we go. This. That's what got me. I was picking a fight at 4 years old with this. One of those. Yeah. Highly do not recommend. Good evening, Michael. How are you doing? I'm doing some cultivating contract shorts. I bought a couple new tractors. Well, new to me tractor. This one had 5 hours on it when I bought it. And then I traded it in for this McCormick. So this one I had, what was my other one? A Massey Ferguson. And I upgraded to this one. I gained 40 horsepower, but it's not all the way upgraded. And this one I gained about 65 horsepower. I had a Case IH, and this one's not all the way upgraded either. I got it for 41% off in the store. So, heck of a deal. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, definitely ouch. And I grew up in a way where I didn't have dental care or coverage, really. It was hard on my family. There was 4 siblings. So, yeah. I now have a speech impairment. My teeth are messed up. My bite is all messed up because I never got braces to fix it. And my teeth grew back all weird. Oh yeah, 15 minutes get out of the street light. Yeah, I think I had about the same rule. We go outside and play. Dodgeball reference. I love dodgeball in gym. I think that was one of my favorite things to do in gym class. I think it's one of those things where, like I said, I had 4 siblings and my 2 cousins, and I think we were just having fun, and I must have gotten distracted and looked away while swinging them back and forth, and it didn't occur to me at that young age that it would, come back and hit me in the face when I wasn't looking at it. Definitely, definitely remember that. I don't remember all the details, but I remember enough of what happened. I can barely remember going to a dentist, I think once, maybe twice afterwards to get things checked out. But yeah, I didn't go to the dentist growing up. I didn't go to the eye doctor either. Things like that. Money was tight. We were always encouraged to go play outside, but yeah, if we didn't get home or anything, our punishment was usually having to clean our room or dishes or, you know, a chore that we really didn't like. But I think for the most part with having 4 kids and stuff, and my mom did do some babysitting for other neighborhood kids as well, so there's so many of us, I think my mom just wanted us outside. So the punishment was never to keep us inside. It was always do a chore and then just go outside so she can have some peace and quiet in the house. We grew up on a corner lot, so we had an intersection by us, and across the road are the city properties. We live in the country, the county line, I should say. But across the street were sidewalks that we could ride our bikes on and rollerblade, and you know, we were always out and about. We had a park or two nearby, which is where I got married, and my favorite park. But yeah, we were always out and about. The library's nearby. There were things to keep us busy. Let's go cultivate field 30. So Lewis, I discovered for the grape fields, my vineyards, that you can prune them in November. I have discovered that. I don't have the answers to everything else yet about that. I was still wondering about the herbicide and stuff, but at least I know when we can prune them. I turned the traffic on yesterday. It's still on. I'm gonna attempt to play with it, but I might turn it off if it gets too annoying. Michael wanted to see what the traffic was like. I also noticed with my farm production barn that I was having those sugar beet contract issues. And basically you can't do contracts that you have to deliver the goods there. Otherwise you'll never complete the contract. Even if you don't have anything in it, like I didn't have any sugar beet. Usually the problem is if you already have stuff in there, then there's a problem, but it seems a little bugged up that way. So I just can't take any contracts that say to deliver it there. Like this one, I can't do the corn. And I can't do the soybean here. So I did another sugar beet contract where I had to deliver it to the sell everything container at the store that I put there, and that worked out. So when I canceled those contracts because I wouldn't finish for the sugar beet, I ended up getting all the sugar beet. So I actually have been able to make, let's just look over here, a lot of sugar. So I have 99,000 liters of sugar beet, and I already have over 7,000 liters of sugar already made. So I ended up getting all the sugar beets. Yeah. So I have a lot of sugar beet now. We harvested this field of cotton yesterday for the farmer. I still think my next purchase would be another field. I am eyeballing field 8 and field 11. This one's a grass field right now. This one has nothing on it right now. So I'm trying to see which one I want to buy. So if I buy field 11, I can mow it and get grass right now before I convert it into a crop field, but I already covered both my silage bunkers, so I guess I could mow it and turn it into hay. I guess I don't need that either. But field 11 is pretty cheap. I can buy it, no problem. Then cut down some trees that are between field 7 and 11, make that one big field here. That was my game plan for that one. On field 8, I may do the same here. There's some trees and stuff, but I'll have to look at the landscaping. I'm not sure if it's flat or if there's a slight hill there. Want a couple more fields of my own to grow some crop. Now that the production barn is giving me a whole bunch of different product and different money. I see your street light came on and off. My street light at the intersection was always on. So yeah, that didn't help me much. And I had the bedroom with the window that looked out overnight over that intersection. So I was always trying to find ways to block out that light because it was really bright. And yes, I did have curtains, but not really curtains, blinds, but the light would still shine through quite a bit. We have a couple parks in town here, but that's just not the same with the kind of parks I grew up with. I kind of miss having parks like I grew up with. Actually, I had a park right down the road, and it was connected by, I don't know how long the path was. A path that went around a river, and there was a bridge and a lot of trees and gazebos and stuff, and it actually connected to the other park on the other side of town. So we could walk park to park. Don't have that kind of park over here. In town here we have a few with like a playground or a baseball diamond, but the rest is kind of just a beach with water. There's no outdoorsy walk in the woods unless you go up in the mountains, which is fine, but I don't want to drive up into the mountains. I would like just a park to go walk through. The crime is kind of bad enough in this town that you have to be careful where you walk. There we go. I was wondering when the contract was going to be finished. I can do probably those two. This one, that one, 55. So over there I don't feel like doing that. Let's do 2 more cultivating ones and then we'll see what I do after that. so used to no traffic now. It's kind of hard to be like, traffic. Not too bad with this tractor, but wait until I get like the big equipment out. Pretty sure I'll turn the traffic off again. Not sure when, but probably the first time I run into it and have an accident, it'll be turned off again. Well, hello there, Cookie Monster. Are you on your break? I have a bowl of popcorn. So yesterday we actually had a very, very brief thunderstorm here. I heard thunder a couple times. And it rained hard for like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. But nonetheless, that was a thunderstorm for our town. And it wasn't even a forecast, it just blew up right through town, right? Just a couple minute long thunderstorm. Waiting for a curfew to lift, yep. I did look to see where you were before I started the stream. I had a feeling that's what you were doing where you were, but I wasn't quite sure if you were fueling up or taking a break. Definitely like this new tractor. I'm glad you convinced me to upgrade my tractors. Oh well, I missed a bit. I'm over it. It's not my field. Yeah, I just finished editing the second video and it's rendering on your computer right now while I do this. Trying to debate if I sleep through the night or if I do a couple more contracts. Usually if I miss harvesting a lot of contracts in November, then a lot of the fields next season don't get planted. And then if I want to do contracts, then I can't. So I should try to do a few more harvesting contracts before I switch to December. Same with if I don't cultivate them, then they don't get planted next year either. So it's kind of the things I focus on in November, is make sure I do some cultivating and some harvesting for the neighboring fields. Otherwise I don't have much to do the season after. The computer doesn't plant on them. Plants on a few of them, but like 90% of them they won't get planted. Almost done with this contract. I know cultivating is not the funnest thing to watch me do, so I'll change it up here after I do one more cultivating contract. Oh, sticker ideas for this channel, you say? Oh, of course, a tractor comes to mind. I'm trying to think of a way to do that without copyright. There, it's like, when is this contract gonna be finished? I think if you left it up to Milo, she would be saying a mini hay bale or a chicken. And maybe a tractor with like some silhouettes of like sunflowers or corn or something around it. That's what comes to mind for me. Yeah, we'll see if anybody else has more ideas. Should get the new stickers tomorrow. Kinda excited to see what those look like. And maybe we can go with the other website and do glow-in-the-dark tractor stickers. Just to see what they look like. But that sounds pretty cool to me. Or maybe a gaming controller. Well, hello, Cuba Cana Gaming. Do you do some designing, some graphics? How long is this stream gonna be? Probably another hour, give or take. Usually call it by 8 o'clock your time. Do you have some examples of the logos that you make, just to check it out? Do you have a website or anything? Yes, I can't wait to see our other sticker. That one we got designed by an artist on Fiverr, and he did a really awesome job. And then our first one, Juan designed. I don't think Juan had street lights where he grew up for playing outside. Maybe he'll answer you because he's in chat. I mean, like, a lot of his childhood was in a jungle, you know. I don't think they had street lights there. In fact, I think Juan said that wasn't uncommon for kids just to bring machetes with them to the playground. Something you wouldn't hear about nowadays. We're just gonna add deals right now on what we want to make, so it might be a bit. Do you have a website or someplace that we could check out things you've done? So we can consider what we want to do and get a hold of you if needed? We're not sure quite yet what we're going to do. It'd be louder than the howler monkeys. Yeah, those things are loud, alright. It's a lot of fun to experience that, though. Hearing the howler monkeys. There's a few times we went to the Maya ruins down there and saw them up close right there, right next to us in the wild. hearing them that close and seeing them that close, man, it's quite the different, quite the unique way of seeing them. It was pretty awesome. They kind of have like a really deep howl when you're right next to them. That kind of gets you. I don't think I have our email address on OBS to pop up, but I can get that if he wants our email. I can certainly pause the game and get the email address if needed. Long Way Up series. Trying to get that reference. Is it like a TV show or movie, or is it? Do you mean like real life but far away? And let's see what else. I've seen toucans. I love toucans. Saw those in the wild, and parrots. I know I'm missing some cool animals. That was pretty unique though in Belize. They don't have deer. And so deer are in their zoo. Like, they have deer, I guess, in parts of the jungle, but not where we go visit. So they have like deer as a exhibit in the deer in their zoo because it's a unique animal for them. Yeah, give me just a second here, Juan. I'll do that. I have to find it. There we go. TV show. Okay. I'm gonna put that in a tab to look up. It seems actually kind of interesting to look up. South America, Central America, on back of Harley Davidsons. Okay. It sounds like that'd be something to look up and be interested in. I think. Okay, now that I'm on this, I don't know how to get to Juan's channel and not have it autoplay. Let's see if I can do this. Aha! I found it. Down below in the description. Okay, I can do that to email. There we go. I don't know how loud this is, but yeah, on Juan's channel, if you go there, we have a lot of the Mayan ruins, cave kayaking in Belize, which is totally awesome. But we have the howler monkeys here. I can't believe this was from 2014 already. them up here in the trees right here.
They're yelling right at us, looking at us.
Some in the trees here. Yeah. So if you want to watch that, that's there. The plane crash. Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely some eerie sounds there.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, we'll mute you for now, Juan. Lemon Eyes and Maya Ruins. I don't know if it will. There we go. So yeah, there's some Maya ruins we go to. That's just Jaguar Temple. Mass Temple. Here, that one. Yeah, we're gonna go back with a better camera and stuff, but really awesome. Cave kayaking was definitely a highlight. That's where I hurt my thumb. We haul our kayaks through the forest, the jungle, I mean. We all get in the water. I'm sitting here. And you go through like 7 caves. And, you know, you have all these things, all these obstacles. We have some rapids that you have to go through. And you have these moments where you just go in between and see outdoors, like the sun comes through. It's just really beautiful. In the end, we actually saw like the iguanas and stuff. They provide lunch, like a little picnic. And these guys, you have the owner and then like a first aid guy. Like they're trained. They help the Belize military and train them. Like they're really hands on. I could literally trust them with my life if needed. They would know what to do. They're really outdoorsy people. To the next cave. Yeah, this was fun until I hurt myself. It was still fun afterwards, but oh yeah, we stopped for lunch and we had yeah. You can check it out on Juan's channel. Like I say, it's a lot of fun. It was really, really was worth the money. Yeah, back to farming, but yeah, Hollow Monkeys was how that all started. So yeah, let me catch up on. Okay, they did another series called Long Way Around. Okay, A Long Way Down. Okay, I'll have to try to remember to keep that in mind. It might be something to binge watch. Yeah, we do definitely want to stream on our other channel, live stream. It is expensive here. We do not have a data plan like in the US. You guys have unlimited data. Well, that is a laughing joke in Canada. We pay over $100 for Juan to get Oh, I don't remember how many gigs. It's not unlimited. Like, is it 20 gigs? I don't know if Juan even knows. No more space for bull pellets, it says. Let's go visit my sheep and fix that problem. Yeah, so when we're out on the road, we want to live stream, but it definitely is expensive. I technically need a pallet fork to do this, but move a couple of them for now. I haven't been keeping an eye on this, otherwise I would have moved them. There we go. And close the door again. There we go. Okay, we'll look forward to your email. Like I said, we're just in the beginning stages of trying to decide what we want to do. If it's something simple, we might decide to do it ourselves. We do some of our own designing. I actually took graphics when I was in school because I wanted to go into it as a career, so we do some of our own designing, but sometimes we don't have the skill set, so we do look for others to help out. Oh, in Quebec. I love Quebec. We went through there. I'm trying to think of what year that was. 2017 went through Quebec. We're over in British Columbia in the Okanagan Valley. We did a across Canada trip back in 2017 and took our time. It was a lot of fun. Greatly enjoyed Quebec. I used to live in Vancouver. Yeah, that's about 4 hours from us. Okay, moved there in 2015. You basically went from one big city to another big city. Juan's actually in the Vancouver area right now. He's just on his break at work right now. He's a truck driver, so he's on his break right now. Yeah, probably closer for you for sure. You're on the outskirts of it right now. You're actually going to Coquitlam. Oh, are you? I'm sure it's different because Quebec gets a lot more snow, or harsher winter, right? And you get a lot more rain there, probably. I used to live in Michigan, and Juan used to live in Ontario. So we're kind of familiar with how the weather can be in that area a little bit. It's a lot different from BC for sure. Oh, yes, you do, Michael. You definitely get extreme summers. You get a lot of extreme weather that way. We get warm here or hot here, like I say, but we don't get the humidity like you do. That's a game changer with the humidity. still think about those howler monkeys. Hopefully we get to go to Belize. Hopefully soon. Okay, you're originally from Cuba. I was guessing that from your name, that you're from Cuba originally. You've been in Canada for 30 years now. I just had my anniversary, so to speak, of moving here. I've been here for 14 years now. The funny thing about the rocks is I have them turned off in game. I'll show you. I have them turned off, and they are still there. I just turned something on and off. I don't know what, but the field stone here is off, and I'm still getting rocks. This is a farmer's field, not my own. I don't get the fields on my own fields that I own, but the neighbor's fields basically get rocks, even if it's turned off. So I won't be removing them because there's no contracts to remove the stones. But it does bug me because when I come here, it does ruin my equipment when I see the field for them. The wear and tear of it does go down. Yeah, it's really interesting. This is the old stream map. Old stream. It's in the title of the live stream here as well. I see something like man. Yep. So I don't get why. I think maybe accidentally once it got turned on in an update, and then I turned it off again, and maybe there'll be like this until I can remove them, but I don't know how to do that. I'm sure if I brought over my rock picker to pick them all up, I'm sure it wouldn't let me because it's not my field. So unless there's a contract that comes out that says to remove them, I don't know how without buying the field and then selling it again. I haven't quite figured that out. And my sister just got back from the coastline of Texas. I don't remember what city she went to. Like, I remember the city, but I don't know how to say it. Yeah, so we live in Penticton here. Where did she go? Corpus Christi. That's where she just went to vacation. But yeah, all the places we went to go see. And in Michigan, I grew up just north of Grand Rapids, somewhere in this area up here. Yeah, Corpus Christi, that's where she went for vacation, yep. But yeah, we even went to Newfoundland. We went all the way to St. John's. We went all the way up here to the Viking village. I absolutely loved the maritime area. It was absolutely beautiful. How did I end up in BC? Juan was in BC. He's actually from Belize. And he's kind of lived between Ontario and Manitoba before he moved to BC. And then I met him and moved over here. He'll gladly take the credit for that one. Yeah. Are you talking about Corpus Christi? Get into the water? Or somewhere else? Yeah. I definitely go see that area. I would love it if the sea turtles were actually there. 'Cause I know that's where they go nest for a bit. It'd be cool to see that aspect of that area. I also heard you have to kind of avoid it during spring break, but that's where all the college kids go. I've been trying to get to Texas the last few years, but I haven't been able to with the pandemic going on. My sister moved down there from Michigan, and I want to go check out her new place and, sightsee a few things. I've never been to Texas besides the airport. Oh, the state I grew up in. I used to say it was farmland. Juan corrected me. I definitely agree with them. It's not farmland. It's just trees. Lots and lots of trees with very, very small farmland. Before, when I said that originally, I've never had traveled through the prairies, so I didn't understand the farmland until I went to the prairies. And then when I go back to visit Michigan, I go, yeah, this is nothing but trees. Yeah, Texas is huge. Yeah, it's absolutely. It takes a long time to get from one end to the other. But Montana's the same way too. It can take you well over some of those states. One has this good story, but I'll try to see if I can summarize it. Where one of our old coworkers was from Germany, and she had family come over to BC, and they wanted to, I think, travel to Toronto, and they thought they could just be there the next day. Basically, get in the car and go. Like they didn't understand it was gonna take you, 4 or 5 days to get to Toronto from BC. Same with if you go from southern BC to northern BC, that's over a day worth of driving. It takes us over a day or a couple of days actually to get to Alaska. Like people think we live right by it, right? Like people don't understand. Like we've been up here. We went on vacation up here to the Yukon and back down. Let's just go. Oh, so just from where I live, it's 34 hours to get to Alaska from here, and people don't understand how much of a distance that is. It takes a long time. So just to get to the Yukon was 22 hours just to get to the Yukon for us. If we go to Prince George here, it takes 8 hours in a vehicle. Fort St. John, I believe, was 14 hours, if I remember correctly, when we went to work there for a few weeks. Yeah, just over 14 hours. So, I mean, that's basically a day drive for truck drivers, 14 hours. Most people in a car would find that to be over a day drive. A lot of people don't drive 14 hours. A lot of people find going to Prince George in 8 hours to be quite the trip there. So yeah, I don't think people understand what distance it takes in BC to get to some places. Okay, so you met somebody, and then it didn't work out, so now you're raising your kids by yourself? Definitely sounds like that. Must have been a hard time to adjust to all that, but I'm definitely proud of you for being able to do that. What single parents go through is definitely something I have respect for. It takes a lot to be a single parent and provide everything. Haha, there's a car there. I'm trying to stick to my side of the road. I was trying to say that, I think yesterday. There comes a growth, right? Like from going through that situation, you find out a lot about yourself and things from that. Like you go through a growing pain, right? But in the end, you kind of see the rainbow after the rain, right? You kind of see the better side of things, and it usually works out. I know it makes me seem too positive sometimes when I say that kind of stuff, but it's all about how you look at it. During the moment, it's hard to go through, but usually after is different. You start to see this used to be black. I should just paint it white or silver and be done with it. So this is one of the vineyards I have. You can't really see it because it's just sticks right now, but one of the vineyards I have placed. I drove past the other one on the way into the farm. Well, this map comes with all these sheds. I placed a few of them myself, but it's pretty set up for anyone who wants to jump right into animals and taking care of them. Let's see what contract we want to do. There's a lot of grass fields on this map. Oh. Not sure how that device got activated, but she was talking to me. So yeah, there's a lot of grass fields on this map here. I think I got, let's see here. Reasons. I think I maxed out at 10,000 liters and then I put 15. So I would say, if this is accurate, that I roughly got 12,000 liters, just over 12,000 liters. If you go grapes to raisins here, and that's just from those small fields there. Right now it's enough that I can keep up on the cereal. So I have the honey I'm keeping up on. The oat I need more of. Trying to think of what other ingredient I'm missing. Corn. Corn I just harvested, so I have enough of that. So I just have to keep in mind to keep planting some oat and some corn, and cereal won't be too bad. I got my first cakes the other day too. I got into doing cake. I have some more cereal right here, right now. Yeah, so let's go show you the cake. It's just beautiful. I was really happy with how it looked. It's kind of hard from this angle. It's a beautiful strawberry cake like that. The graphics are actually really pretty. Let's see if I pick it up. I don't know if I can place it on top of the cheese here. There. You can kind of see it closer up like that. That was pretty well done. So yeah, I'm getting quite a bit of cereal. I noticed this production pack does not do chocolate. I think that's the only thing I have noticed it does not produce. I only noticed that when I was going through this list here and I saw chocolate and I was like, oh, I don't know how to make chocolate. But yeah, I'm happy with the vineyards. I haven't sold the cereal or anything yet to know how much money I would get, but I'm getting there. Right now I need more milk, but I'll get 10 more cows in 2 months. And then that will help with the cake production. And I've been making some butter, of course, for the cake, and then I've been making some cheese. Of course, I need to make ice cream with the milk as well. I'm pretty happy with being able to make things with this building. It's been worth it. Don't want to do that one. Go harvest some soybean. Field 34. This field right here. Yeah, the production, I really love that part of this map. Being able to do something with the things you harvest is just, I find it so satisfying to actually put a use to it instead of just selling it. Making something more out of it. I don't get much snow on this map here. In here I actually have where my honey pallets show up. I have a mod, so I just placed it there. I did... Let me do this here. I did the modded greenhouse, at least one of them, that takes the manure and the seeds. And then I just have a regular one I place next to it as well. And then that gives me strawberries, tomatoes, and lettuce that I need to make tomato sauce, make salad, and then the strawberries go towards the cake or the strawberry ice cream. So I love that there's a use for greenhouses. This is filled with manure. I don't need it quite yet. So the only animals I don't have on this are the pigs and the horses. I'll do pigs eventually. I don't know if I'll do the horses. I probably will. Here's the other vineyard I did here in the front yard. On this side I have the sheep. On the other side, it's kind of hard to show you over there, the cows. It's really nicely set up. Also use a mod basically where you can go get the products that you want. I've seen a couple of those. Instead of making the product for production or harvesting it, I got stuck on the vineyard. I'll way out of this is to kind of jackknife it and see if I can. Nope. Okay. Hate cheating the game like this, but when you're stuck, you're stuck. There we go. I'm not sure I can do this with traffic on. We'll take a look. Yeah, I know they kind of changed the horses in this game, so it's not worth much money, same with the pigs. So that's why they're like the last thing I'll go into. The sheep, at least I get the wool, which then I can bring to the spinnery, and the cows I get the milk, which I can do other things with. But the pigs are basically just to sell for profit, same with the horses. But you have to feed them a whole bunch of different things to make it worth it. So you're not really making money. I did a lot of horses in FS19, and I enjoyed it then. Trying to see where I want to park this. Should be able to park it just right here and be fine. Okay. I'm familiar with that one, yep. And the greenhouse, yeah, I really like the greenhouse. Wonder why there's a little bit of product growing over here that's not on the same field. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Another thing I like about this map is that you also have multiple cow and sheep pastures that it comes with. You have your main stuff on the farm, but if you go up here, this is a cow pasture, and then field 27 is a sheep pasture. And you also get contracts to mow them for grass as well. So, you know, if you're not using them for the animals, the grass will be growing and you can mow it. So I find that pretty cool. This map has done a pretty good job with placing the production lines and stuff for the most part. There's a couple they don't have, but they really planned it out really nicely. Looks like that corn is ready to harvest as well. I don't think I can do that contract because I think it makes me go to the production plant that I own. And then the contract would fail. There's a bug with that. I don't know why I'm getting lag suddenly. Maybe it's the traffic. Let me turn the traffic off and see if the lag goes away. This one here that was at here, farm production, this one's a mod. That's a mod that you can place. There's a whole bunch of different versions of it. This one's 50 grand, and it produces about 40% less than the in-game ones. But you have a whole bunch of them that you can just do just the potatoes, just the bakery stuff. Like, it's the same mod, and then the selling points. You have 5 different selling points. I have the market stall. You can have just this. You can have, yeah, you can have a whole bunch of things. So I placed a selling point for it right here on the roadside. I placed the mod for the barn, and then I placed a regular shed just to store things in. And then I added a whole bunch of landscaping. This used to be all grass, the same grass field here. And I just made it look like it matches the game. It looks so well done that I think people just think it's part of the game when it's not. No, it's a mod that I use. It's a really nice mod. So for a fraction of the cost, meaning I don't have to buy individual production plants for 80,000 to 110,000, I can make a little bit of everything. Thanks. I do own the sawmill, the carpentry, and I own this biogas only because it got bugged up on a contract and that was the only way to fix it. I don't really use it. The carpentry and sawmill I use, I actually have to sell. I'm maxed out on my furniture and my planks right now. I think in January I have to sell it. So yeah, I like this because I can make everything. Yeah, the greenhouses. That's what I have so far. Well, thanks, Lewis. I appreciate it. I'm pretty happy. I think you can tell about that. It looks really natural. And then here at the store, I have another mod. Let's go visit the store here. Well, I'll show you this. I found all the sheep, and now I have the golden sheep. So that is done. I got my $1 million. So I have added the sell everything mod. You can sell everything here. And the reason I did that is because I had all these extra planks and furniture here that I could not sell because I own both of them. So I had no place to sell them. And there's no place else on the map to sell them without adding them. So I added this and I could sell things to it. And then I just kind of landscaped it a little bit to make it look like it's natural there. Yeah, I have my sheeples. I'm happy about that too. It took me a long time to find that last one. It was hidden. Well, I won't show you where it was hidden. But it was hidden in bushes. Let's just say that. Check out the Ricky greenhouse and production line. See if I can Google it. I don't know if that's what I'm using or not. Well, it's not coming up with anything. But this is the one that I use for the greenhouse. The greenhouse seed and fertilizer. The only I don't like about it, in a way, is it is a different color of lighting. But that's really nothing. Production line. Are these on Mod Hub at all? Oh, this is my new favorite map I want to play. My Michigan map. I mean, it's a map from where I'm from. I'm definitely excited about that. I was not finding any easily production lines here. Is that Mod Hub? This is the one I'm using right now. The barn I showed you is from here. Let's not find anything for Ricky. The mod network. So it's not on Mod Hub? Is that on something else then? So I prefer to use only Mod Hub games so everybody else can join. Okay. Yes, I won't say where that last sheep was, but think of a lot of plants like this, and there's just a black sheep that looked like a little small rock, right? Kind of like that flower was. You don't really see it. And it took a long time going through bushes like that to find that last sheep. It was very well hidden. They made you work for that money, for sure. I think that shit makes it harder for people to join multiplayer here, though. If I have to... Because now that FS22, you can just be like, hey, you don't have the mods, and it comes up and warns you, and then you download it from Mod Hub. It's a lot easier to do that and have people join instead of them going, oh, I have to risk my computer and go and do that. When we had external mods in FS19, we had a lot of people that couldn't join because they didn't know how to. They didn't know how to download the files and move them to the folder. And much we tried, we would spend the whole rest of our stream trying to be computer geeks, like trying to help people. And it got frustrating because a lot of them didn't understand. If you understand where to put your mods in the folder, then it works. But for a lot of people, it just wasn't easy for them to do it. And so we were like, well, let's just stick to Mod Hub. And I think if you go off of Mod Hub, that also means people on console cannot join the map. So we have a map or two where we want other people to join that play PlayStation or Xbox, and I think they wouldn't be able to, right? If we did mods like that. I need a fly swatter. I don't know if I've seen them in the store, but let me write a list for you one. Or you can put it on your shopping list for me. I'm nothing against websites like that, but as a host, I have to kind of think about making it easier for people that would want to join. A lot of them don't understand how to add the mods, or they feel like it would compromise security, virus, things like that. Yeah, like I say, I totally don't find a problem. Personally, I would go and get mods like that, but I don't want to get into mods where other people can't join my game because of it. I'd rather have it so people can join my game. I'd rather not get interested and fall in love with this absolutely amazing mod that other people won't join because of it. If that makes sense. A lot of younger kids, their parents watch what they download and stuff, and if you're like, hey, all these mods I need to download are from ModHub, their parents are like, yes, but if they go ask their parents if they can download a link that's not on ModHub, then it becomes a problem suddenly. Sounds good, Juan. Have the good rest of your drive there. Hopefully traffic's not too bad for you. Yeah, I try to think of others and if I would have people join. Like, right, I don't have anybody joining right now. They said they would join yesterday. They said they would come join today, and they haven't. But I try to keep it open for multiplayer. I would absolutely love to learn how to do my own mods for a couple of them that I have in mind, and then put them on ModHub. But I have no clue how to do that kind of stuff. But it would be kind of cool to learn. I also know there's like, I don't know, 900 mods still waiting to be approved on Giant's end, so I'm trying to be a little patient to see if those mods show up. I have quite the backlog of mods to go through right now. Modding's easy. I didn't grow up learning any scripting or anything, so I'm pretty new to all that kind of stuff. I figured out how to do paint jobs for ATS, American Truck Simulator. I played that as well. I learned how to do that, and I was pretty proud of myself, but that's about as much as I know for customizing things. But yeah, I definitely want to learn how to mod some things. A couple of them I think are just scripts that I could write, but like I say, they could be waiting for approval for Giants for a couple of them that I have in mind that were from FS19. And if I do the same script, it might be copyrighted by the previous owner, so there's that to worry about too. I always think it looks kind of fun to do maps, but at the same time we have a friend doing a map for us, and it doesn't look so easy for me once I see what he has to do. Now let's take a look here. Do I bring this back or bring my trailer all the way over here? Is there any other harvesting that needs to be done over here? Field 44. Okay, up there. Okay, so let's bring our trailer out this way. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the script. Like, I'm willing to learn. It's just I just haven't done it. I don't want to say I'm lazy, but it's one of those things where I'm just like, it looks kind of complicated to get into, but once you understand it, probably easy. Yeah, the map has been taking our friend quite a while. It's a lot to learn. English is not his first language either, so I'm sure that's slowing him down a little bit. He's doing a 4x map or 4x4 map. He's doing a huge map. And it would be based out of a community village, the prairies of Manitoba, where my husband grew up. It'll be a prairie map of Canada. Pretty cool when it's done. I always thought it would be kind of cool for somebody to come out with a map of like Chilliwack and Abbotsford, of all the farmland and cow barns and stuff over there. There's a few vineyards over there you could put in as well. Be a really pretty area to do a map of. Hey, he was working on putting the map he's doing on Mod Hub. I don't know if he's gonna do that. It's still a work in progress, but I think a lot of people will like the map when it comes out. We don't get very many Canadian maps, especially a huge map. Well, that is not much at all. Okay, let's go deliver this. Oh, I have to take it all the way up here. I should have just figured out what way I was facing instead of doing that. There we go. I shouldn't be going outside my driving lane now with... Oh, I turned traffic off, right. So it's getting glitchy at me. I'm used to playing with no traffic, and then I turned it on yesterday for Michael, and then it got laggy at me, so I turned it back off again. I really don't like how laggy it's getting. But yeah, this part, I love this part of this road right here. It's like a rolling hill that I'm familiar with back from Michigan, with the trees and the rolling hills. Really, really fun. And I installed that Michigan map. I played it on FS19 for a little bit. So I really want to check it out and see what they did with FS22. This would be a huge map. I think they made it for 4x. And I'm curious to see what they've done with it. It might be a good map to play on when people want to join that are on console. It's a really flat map for the most part. It has some hills, but it's pretty flat compared to this one. Okay, so you're doing them. You want to do a production map like that? Different factories integrated into it? I think it would be kind of cool to do some new production, kind of like the one I have, where you have new stuff to make as well. I kind of wish that we could do like peanuts and coffee, you know, the things that they grow, you know, down south, in the warmer, hotter climates. I know there's some maps out there from Brazil and stuff, and it would be nice if they had some crops that No, you could do peanuts and turn into peanut butter, and coffee into coffee beans, right? It would be kind of nice, I think. I think the last few years people made mods with those kind of custom crops on it. Kind of hoping that comes out. I think a lot of people are just waiting for precision farming to come out next month, and then they might come out with things like that once they get the rest of the game, so to speak. Well, let's go ahead and bring this to where I have to go next. I have to finish this contract before I can do that, though. That was only worth $1,300, not much. Bring this to field 44. You should call it a stream here by 6 o'clock here, so maybe I'll bring everything over there, see what size of field that is, and if I'll stream a little bit longer, if I'll call it a stream. Let's go check it out. Take this little side road here. It's not a big field. I have learned a trick with this header trailer. If you stare at it long enough, there we go. It does its magic. Yeah, 25 different production factories? Wow. I know this map has quite a few, I just have never counted how many. Yeah, the bakery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, 10 to count in mine. Yeah, so you have. Oh, there's a gray mill over here. So 11. You have a lot more than I do. Not counting the base game. Oh boy. What map are you playing on? Planted on this field, so we're just parked over here on this field. I might do a round or two. I might not finish this. We'll see how long I think it will take. I do have to get off, eat some dinner here soon. So are those separate maps or are they combined? Wyoming, Louisiana one I haven't heard of. And Michigan and Elm Creek I have. Both those were edited. I'm missing it quite a little bit here and there. Let's go back. Okay, they're separate ones, so we play on a lot of different ones. I play on this one, and then on the weekend my husband streams No Man's Land. And then we play Elm Creek a little bit when console players want to join, but we don't really play that one very often. He really likes No Man's Land because he likes to build the map to what he likes. I like this map because it's smaller fields. I can do a lot of different things. I can also combine the fields if I wanted to. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. Roads are really what limit you on what equipment you buy on this map. I played on the French map for a bit before this one. Really enjoyed that. Elm Creek we played a little bit as well before No Man's Land. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I haven't played the Alpine map. That's the only one I haven't tried. But yeah, Michigan's definitely my next one I want to try out. That one probably I would only play once in a while though with multiplayer. Tree there. I don't like to have too many maps going or switch maps very often. I like to get kind of like a storyline going, right? Get established and then kind of see what it takes to build up a farm, how much money it takes, what equipment you need. I'll check it out. I have a feeling it's not on Mod Hub, so I probably wouldn't play it, but I'll check it out for sure still. I'll just check it out after the stream. This contract, it says, is 35% complete. I'll finish this contract and then I'll call it a stream here. And then I won't stream tomorrow like usual, and then Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific. Well, usually before that, there'd be my husband streaming on this channel, and I join him, so I'll be in his game and in chat. I think he'll have a stream this weekend. He's debating if he wants to go motorcycle riding or not. The weather looks like it'll be 13 degrees, but cloudy, so he's not quite sure yet. If he doesn't do a stream, I might do a stream. Because I don't go out motorcycle riding with him, so I still would be home. The sun's kind of out here right now where I live. Feels nice. Feels like a spring day right now. The thermometer says it got to 18 degrees out. I think I was supposed to get to 15 or 16, but with the sun shining on it, always reads a little bit warmer. Yeah, that random thunderstorm we got last night was so cool. Like, I was really excited. I miss thunderstorms. Oh yeah, snow there today. Weather's been kind of weird over there. Well, at least for Michigan, so I'm assuming Quebec's been having some weird weather as well. Come to Texas if I miss thunderstorms. My family thinks I'm weird that I miss thunderstorms. I miss snow. Like, we get snow, but not really. Like, it's hard to explain. Here in the valley, we don't get it. We get the 5-minute thunderstorms maybe 3-4 times a year, and they're like 5 minutes long. Like, I think I heard like 3 claps of thunder yesterday. Like, we don't get storms here. We don't. So it's pretty exciting. But everybody thinks I'm weird when I mention it. But until you live in a place where you don't get it and you're used to it, like I grew up with it. Yeah. So you don't get it, you don't understand how much you miss it sometimes. Sometimes you won't miss it. Like, I don't miss shoveling the snow. I miss the snow, but I don't miss shoveling it. And honestly, if I go 30 minutes, like a drive up the mountain, there's a ski resort and there's snow there. So, I don't live that far away from snow in that sense. And the thunderstorms, if I drive, let's say about 30 minutes north or south of here, is higher in elevation and they get thunderstorms. Like, that's how much it changes here. I live in the bottom of the valley, the bottom elevation, but if you drive north or south out of the valley bottom, the weather changes completely. It changes drastically enough that in winter here you need either studded tires or chains to actually legally drive on the highways out of town here. Oh, you have less rain than BC, is that what you're saying? Yeah. You lived on the rainy coast. Vancouver, there's a reason why they make fun of that as being the rainy coast there. Here in Okanagan, we hardly ever get rain though. We dry out. We're quite dry here. Greater Vancouver. I'll show you. A lot of people from Quebec come over here where I live to work. So I live in a town called Penticton. We have a lot of mountains, vineyards. We have a lot of orchards as well. And it's really dry. We have sagebrush, we have cactus, we have rattlesnakes. Let's see if I can go. We have our Hollywood letters that say Penticton. Here we go. Here's an image. Let's see if it. Nope, it won't do that. But yeah, we're a city in between two lakes. Oh, you've been here? Yeah. That's where we currently live. So, not much rain or snow here. Yeah, it's a very beautiful city. It's very expensive to live here. Not as expensive as Vancouver, but it's expensive. And nowadays we have a lot of crime and drug issues, so the city's honestly losing its appeal. It's, getting kind of sketchy. Not as sketchy as some parts of Vancouver, but our Penticton is definitely different. Yeah, yep. I think it's a combination of a lot of things that has made it go up drastically, the percentage. Okay, just this little bit here to harvest, and then I'll call it a stream. Yeah, we didn't spend much time in Montreal when we went through, but we spent a day in Quebec City. And I honestly really loved Quebec. Like, I absolutely loved the culture, the food, the language, everything. Just, it was beautiful and so much history there. Definitely can't wait to go back. I'll empty this and then I'll call it. I won't go deliver it. I'll just empty it here and stream. In the meantime, I'll say thank you to all of you. Appreciate the chat today. I appreciate all the new subscribers, new and old. You guys are awesome. We'll be back Saturday morning and Sunday morning, and then I'll be back Tuesday evening. Is my new hours, Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday I stream at this time. The description below should have the hours if you're interested. Yes, you're much welcome, Lewis. It's fun having you all here. You guys take care as well. Adios.